So we're here in Fort Lauderdale. We've been here a few days and we've decided that our next step is we're going to go across the Okeechobee Waterway, which is a canal and river system across the state of Florida through Lake Okeechobee. The trick to that is there's quite a number of 54-foot bridges, which we think we can fit under, but there's also one 49-foot bridge, which we know we can't fit under. So we've called the guy that helps you lean your sailboat over to go under that bridge. His name is Billy. But we also want to just know what our exact mast height is. So Lindy is wanting to go up to the top of the mast. She's never been up there before. What do you think, Lindy?
I'm excited.
All right.
It's the logical thing that the lighter person go up the mast and the stronger person be the one lifting them up there. So this makes a lot more sense, to be honest.
Yeah, so here we go. Well, she made it halfway and then we decided it would be me. What do you think about the mast climbing, Lindy?
Yeah, it's kind of scary not to have anything to hold on to.
So she's going to take me up,
yeah.
Which is fine.
So Zach went up. He's gonna put that rope at the top and then I'm gonna mark it.
So what did we find out, Lindy?
So the water line to the top of the mast is 50 feet. The most solid thing above it is an additional 2 feet 2 inches. So that would make us 52 feet 2 inches. It does let us know that we should be clear for all the fixed bridges that are 54 feet.
We know we can make it there. Billy says he can tip us over to make it the rest of the way. And there you have it. So that's where we're going to head. We left Fort Lauderdale and motored north in the Intercoastal Waterway. This part of the Intercoastal Waterway is notorious for having a ton of drawbridges. On the first day alone, we passed under a total of 20. We took our time heading north and spent quite a few days in some really nice anchorages at North Lake Worth and Peck Lake, before finally getting to the St. Lucie Inlet, where we would leave the Intercoastal Waterway and begin our journey across the state in the Okeechobee Waterway. We're going to head to Stuart today, and we will at that point be on the beginning of the Okeechobee Waterway and be off the Intercoastal Waterway. Here's the mooring field right here. We left the Intercoastal and headed towards Stuart, now on the Okeechobee Waterway. The mooring field and the town of Stuart were both really great places. We spent a couple more days just hanging out and enjoying the town and also getting holiday ready for the journey to come. We got the boat all prepared, tanks filled with water and diesel and gas. We went grocery shopping. We got the fenders out and the anchor, the stern anchor out for going into the waterway, and we're going to leave first thing in the morning. All right, we've left Stuart. We just went under our 54-foot bridge. That was interesting that we felt like that far from the bridge, but we made it. And we'll go through our first lock today. Way down here near the Everglades, there should be some really pretty scenery.
Hopefully some wildlife, alligators, birds, who knows?
After passing under the first 54-foot bridge, we could now relax knowing that our measurements had been correct. We passed by this cool workboat, and we also passed by this team of rowers out practicing. Now moving inland on the St. Lucie River, the first part of the Okeechobee Waterway, the scenery was getting prettier by the minute. Even though these narrow waterways meant only motoring and no sailing, we were still having a great time. So this is pretty cool. We're coming up on the Interstate 95 twin bridges here, and then just past that will be the Florida Turnpike. I am really liking the Okeechobee Waterway so far. It's beautiful back here, and I think it's just going to get even better as we get deeper into the middle of the state. It was crazy to be passing under Interstate 95 this far inland. I had certainly driven across this span in the past, not knowing that below me was the thoroughfare for large boats to travel across the state of Florida. I wondered what the people driving above must be thinking, seeing a large sailboat going by this far from the ocean. We continued on where just ahead the Florida Turnpike runs right next to Interstate 95. Lindy was doing an expert job piloting under these bridges. Alright, here's the turnpike. Looks like it's around 56 feet right now. We've still got tides because we haven't went through the first lock yet. After the lock, we won't have tides anymore. We headed under the turnpike, then started getting ready for the first of the 5 locks that we would have to go through on our way across the state. That one looked about as close as the first one. St. Lucie Lock, St. Lucie Lock. This is Sailing Vessel Holiday, westbound, looking to use the lock. Okay, so we're approaching the lock here. We're not really sure what we're supposed to be doing, but we're gonna creep up there and hopefully do the right thing. Okay, so we've turned the circle. The guys told us to wait for the green light, and then we're gonna make our approach and go into those doors there and tie up to the port side. Okay, so we can see the doors opening, so we think we're supposed to go pretty soon. And the lock tender's going to throw us down lines, so. Okay, we've gotten the green light. Here we go. This is freaky. Thank you, sir. Coming up about 14 feet. All right, we got tied up. We're in the lock. This is pretty cool. And he's going to raise us 14 feet. So it's not pumps. He just opens those doors and water comes in. We tended the lines as water rushed in and Holiday was lifted 14 feet upward. All right, it's almost done, and then we'll start to go forward. It's 52 feet. We've called the guy to help us tip it over there at Part1-S1Ep. Yeah, give a good shot, Wendy. Our first ever trip through a lock was a success. There was really nothing to it. Pull in after the doors open, grab the lines, wait until the doors open on the other side, then pull out. If you're watching this and you're considering doing the Okeechobee Waterway and you're wondering what it's like, it's really wide. It's stress-free so far. The lock was easy. Measure your mast if it's less than 54 feet. The bridge's height seems to be true to what they say on the charts. The depths have been what we expected. Seems like an easy way to get across the state, and it's pretty fun so far. Thinks I'm awesome. Been seeing a lot of birds, a lot of mullet jumping, a lot of ospreys. Hoping to see some big gators. All right, we're tied up at the Indiantown Marina. We had a successful docking. Looks like a nice little place. So in the morning, we just untie and go right out there and start back again. It's only noon, so we've got a half day to hang out here. Should be fun. I've called Billy. We're going to leave here at 7 a.m. and he's going to meet us about 8:30 or 8:45 to start tipping the boat to go under the Myakka Railroad Bridge. So, well, here at the Indiantown Marina, we've got our first good gator sighting there. Lindy, I'm going to go check out the gator. What you doing down here?
I'm just making some pasta salad for us to eat while we're transiting tomorrow.
Right.
So, makes it easier. I don't have to cook while we're motoring along. So.
Looking forward to eating it. Let's go gator hunting. A decent sized gator there. Pretty cool. Definitely an old Florida marina. There's a huge yard here where you can put your sailboat out on the hard up there, and they allow you to work on your own boat here, and I think to even live on it while you're working on it. So a lot of people bring their boats up here because you're protected from hurricanes. How's the pasta salad making going?
Good.
What all's in it?
It has onion, yellow sweet pepper, a little bit of salami, like a dry salami, olives. I'm gonna put tomato, and then I'm gonna make some kind of dressing, like an olive oil and vinegar with a little mayo and mustard to bind it together. Sure, that's it.
Well, it looks great. We got another gator right here next to Holiday. Here, gator, gator. Come a little closer. He doesn't seem to be paying attention to me. Lindy, you're doing a lot of cooking today. Could it be that Bieber has got you feeling like cooking?
You know, that could be what's going on. You never know.
What's Bieber got you doing now?
I'm making some salmon patties.
Salmon patties? Man, I hadn't had salmon patties since I was like younger.
My mom did make salmon patties, and I consulted her for the recipe.
Now, do you wonder how it was that your mom made salmon patties when you were younger without Justin Bieber?
I mean, it's definitely, you know, one of the questions of life.
Salmon patties with the help of Bieber. We're believers here on Holiday.
For sure.
Well, those salmon patties look good, Lindy.
Thanks.
You're looking thoughtful. What are you thinking?
Contemplating seasoning.
Old Bay.
There's already some in there.
Oh, nice. All right, Lindy, it looks like a really, really good dinner.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up with salmon patties, rice, and English peas with syrup. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It looks delicious. Time to dig in. Let's look and see what's going on out here while we're eating. We got the Indiantown Marina. It's really nice and just still and quiet out here. Got gators swimming around. It's pretty. Neat place.